guys, and welcome back to Gaming with Stog. And today I'm making a video on a arcade place very close to my place. It's about 20-minute drive, and this is awesome, guys. So I'm going to flip this camera around so you guys can see what I see, and I'm going to test pretty much all of these machines if I can. It was $20 to get into the day. Check this out. Oh yeah, there we go. I flip the camera around. There we go. All right, so that guy you just saw right there, that was my stepfather. That's who I went there with. He's 72 years old. I've known him since I was 4. Great man. Just thought I'd throw that in there because we're going to be seeing more of him. My 72-year-old stepfather at an arcade. We got some Space Invaders. We got a few of these arcades that have more than one game in it, so that's really cool. Like you can see here, this Burger Time here has a few games in it. We got the classic Big Dug. I'm gonna be having a blast with that. Really cool, guys. I'm gonna have a blast here today. I've got the GoPro recording. I don't know what the angle is like, but yeah.
Well, that's the beauty of the museum. It's not a look, it's a play. You get to touch them, feel them, play them. They're all dialed in, souped up, play better than them.
These two friends grew up playing pinball at arcades in Ottawa and Montreal. Decades later, the business partners have created this time machine featuring more than 70 pinball and arcade games from the 70s and 80s.
But I did major in this. Skipping school and hanging out at the arcade was totally what I did. So it all paid off in the end. COVID put it over the top. It's nostalgia, you know what I mean? It's just the time era, and what's not to love?
And I gotta say, guys, yeah, it absolutely was. And I'm looking forward to spending more time there and actually setting some high scores on the machines. And I got some questions for the guys, whoever's going to be there that day. So unfortunately, whoever I have the interview with, not an interview, but whoever I have the interaction with after this, the employee, I failed to get his name. I'm just, I guess, not polite enough to do that. But he was awesome. You could tell that he knew his shit. He was very knowledgeable. He was very passionate about all of this, not just machines, but about this business, about this location, about everything they have planned. He seems to be a very close friend of these guys. Went to school with them, most likely. I don't know. I'm just assuming that part. But yeah, very, very great employee. I don't know what his role is beyond that, but he needs a raise. He needs a raise. This guy was awesome, and you'll see that in the interview. And at the same time, this is probably going to be the most Frenglish video you've ever seen. If you don't know what Frenglish is, we also describe it in French as Franglais, and Blédine. So that's French for corn because it sounds like bilingue, which means bilingual. And so in this area, being as bilingual as it was, when I was a child, there was much hatred between the French and the English. It was like a war, right? And we almost had a big old riot one day between the French and the English. Because like the town just over Franglais is very much English. Then we got Saint-Eugène, which is like mostly French, which is also not too far away. Anyways, French and English was a huge thing back then. And so, anyways, it's a very bilingual area. And so you're going to hear a lot of Frenglish, a lot of Franglais, and a lot of Bledine, as I like to put it. So enjoy.
You know what I mean? From a simpler time when things were more real, when things were more tangible, you had to actually go out and meet your people and play the games together in person. It's all about getting back to that experience. It's not just, you know, reproduction 70s. This is actual, real, vintage 70s.
You know, that's exactly what's missing nowadays, man. You know, I think that's a huge problem. Maybe it's not, but that's just my opinion. I think it is that there's no more actual human contact, or there's not a whole lot of human contact for these kids. A lot of them are face down on their phones or devices, and the only friends they have most of the time are online. That's a scary thought.
70s all the way. Looks, tastes, feels, smells like the 70s. It is the 70s.
Stained glass windows, original carpet.
70s
the look
didn't
and the
smell
feel
good.
of this place is like a time machine.
I feel like a kid. I feel like I'm back in time. I feel like I have memories of my buddies I used to play with back in the day. It's like they're here with me. And just memories, good times. When life was easy, when we had a quarter, or sometimes when we had more, we had $1. And try to go to the arcade and try to stretch the dollar as much as we can. And
Ah, you got me. Ultimately, we're hoping to create a time portal back to that time, you know, that mid-70s, you know, the old cars, pinball machines, the pop culture of the era. Like every machine basically tells a story, something about, you know, what it felt like, what it was like at that time, you know. So really, we're just trying to create some kind of a portal where people can come back and have that experience in a real 70s environment, not a fake online one.
So right here, we're back. This is no longer the CBC coverage. So we're back in live when I was there 2 days ago, because now it's taken me 2 days to edit this stuff. So we're back there live. Excuse me. Oh, now I forgot where I was going with this. It's that damn weed I smoke, you know what I mean? All right, well, we're just going to hit play and see where this goes. Oh, I remember. So they were talking about going back to, like, you know, being nostalgic and bringing back the memories of the 70s and stuff. So, like, I was only alive for, like, 13 months in the 70s, right? My life was mostly 80s and on. I have 80s memories, which I kind of like to call them 70s memories, but anyways, the only so we have car shows here and there in Hawkesbury where I'm from, but the thing that's missing, there's a few things missing, right? And I would really love to get that whole experience with the emporium thing from Dazed and Confused. One of my favorite movies of all time, Dazed and Confused. And I would love to have that emporium feeling. You know what I mean? Walk in there, have all these games and the music going on, and you can have your beer, you can drink, you can eat. There's food available, so you stay there all fucking day. You know what I mean? I miss that feeling. I miss that feeling, man. You know, so yeah, just wanted to throw that in there. So them with the pinball machines and the classic cars out front, if they manage to throw food into the mix and alcohol at a certain time, because this is a child friendly place, this is a youth friendly place, right? I understand that. And so the alcohol is not absolutely necessary. I'm just saying, for my vision, right? Man, absolutely amazing. Amazing. The only thing that could make it better is if you could camp out back in a tent. You know what I mean? But the liability on a place like that would be out of this world. So I know it's not realistic, but it would be awesome.
Imagine valent entre 5 et 10 000. Ouais, c'est la valeur aussi. Il y a l'année, mais c'est la demande aussi. Tu sais, comme toutes les ballets classiques sont quasiment toutes pareilles, mais les 8 Ball Deluxe Kiss, ça c'est entre 8 et 12 000. C'est juste parce que...
Tout le monde veut avoir le Kiss dans leur man cave.
Veut avoir un Kiss, c'est fou. Puis nous autres, on se retrouve à pogner, mettons, un Supersonic. La dernière fois, on a acheté un Supersonic, puis on l'a strippé, puis on a fait on s'est acheté un playfield de Kiss, un bar à glace, des plastiques, puis après on a rebâti tous les morceaux, on les a pas mal tous. On a rebâti tous les morceaux qu'on a besoin sur le playfield de Kiss, tu refais tout le filage au complet. Parce que le Supersonic, personne n'en veut, puis ça vaut genre 5000 peut-être.
So I just gotta stop this right here and say that, like, the time that we were there, and this is just by coincidence, not every machine, but like 4 of the machines, 3 or 4 of the machines that my stepfather played, something went wrong. And he had to tell this guy, because this guy eventually brought out a repair kit because he noticed one of the machines had something to do, and they brought out a repair kit, little cart he trolled out. You'll see that eventually. But not in this video. You're not going to see him repair all 4, but yeah, he just rolled out that repair kit and he just took care of any problems that arose immediately, man. Like he knows what he's doing. It was really cool to see, like, on spot repair. I know he can't do it all. Like, if you need a piece, you need a piece, and like he says later, all of the pieces are in Montreal, so you can't do it if you need a piece. But anything didn't need a piece, like even at one point he broke out the soldering iron to fix something. Like, that's awesome, dude. That's fucking hardcore. And not to mention this shirt. Am I kidding? Like, guys, really? Look at this shirt. That shirt's fucking legendary for a place like this. Legendary. Would be even more legendary if they actually had a Street Fighter arcade. But yeah, you know what I mean.
Mais le Kiss, tout le monde en veut,
Ben
c'est
ouais.
10-12 000. Fait qu'on prend des Supersonics, on les repeinture au complet. Peut-être on met un stencil, il remet neuf comme celle qu'il y en avant là, c'est ça qu'on a fait.
Et vous en vendez, c'est ça le business, d'après j'ai vu en ligne?
Oh, oui, c'est ça.
Vous arrangez, vous vendez, vous...
J'ai qu'il y a 2 qui
C'est-
s'en vont.
Ah ouais? OK.
Ben oui, c'est ça. Ce gars-là, il en a acheté 6.
OK, fait que t'es bandes direct sur le plancher des fois, là. Comme quelqu'un arrive avec l'argent, je vais avoir celle-là.
Tout est à vendre sauf le Star Trek qui est là. Parce que lui, il est
Il est déjà
vendu.
battu.
C'est ça.
Puis vous avez des tournois, ça se tient-tu ici, les tournois, ou c'est à
On fait des
Montréal?
tournois,
C'est
quand
à...
on fait des launch parties, quand il sort un nouveau Stern, comme là, c'est Pokémon qui s'en vient.
OK.
Fait que là, on va, la machine Pokémon, ils vont faire un tournoi à Ottawa, ils vont l'amener ici, on va faire un tournoi ici.
OK.
À Montréal, on va en avoir un aussi, fait qu'à Montréal, on va faire le tournoi, le launch party. À Ottawa, tous les mercredis, ils font le tournoi. Fait que, puis c'est un arcade qui est coin drop, tu payes pour tes games. Mais le mercredi, il fait un free play. Là, il fait mercredi, dimanche maintenant. Le mercredi, c'est 20$, tout est free play, puis il y a un tournoi, puis c'est le prix.
Ça, c'est à Montréal. Ici, c'est pas ouvert d'habitude le mercredi.
Seulement
Juste seulement
le
que le samedi. Puis samedi, c'est encore 2 à 10, normalement?
Non, ici, c'est 11 à 4.
11 à 4.
Ouais.
OK. Puis les autres, le samedi, c'est-tu pay
c'est
the
11
coin
à
ou
4.
c'est encore 20$?
Non, c'est tout le temps 20$.
OK.
Ici, puis Montréal, c'est tout le temps.
Okay, so right here, my stepfather just checked his watch, and I didn't clue into any of this until pretty much it was time to leave. But I thought that he was like, I realized after rewatching many of these things as I was editing, I have to rewatch many times. That's just my process as I'm editing, and I just see him all the time, the comments he makes, and just the way he acts, and the way he checks his watch like that. He just checked it once from what I could see, but it was pretty clear that, and I didn't know this at the time. It was not clear to me at the time, but after, like I said, editing and spending so much time rewatching the footage, it became very clear to me that he was, I had overstayed the welcome according to him. He was ready to leave a while back. I was oblivious to this, unfortunately. But I really appreciate it. Great man. You know, he put up with it. Excuse me. All right. Do this.
Ça, Ottawa, il y a beaucoup plus de machines récentes. Fait que les machines sont 12-15 000, là, tu sais, les machines récentes. Là, fait que,
Juste en plus,
Oh oui, ben regarde, fallait que je travaille là-dessus puis tout, là, puis je me suis dit, regarde, là. Puis en plus, ben là, tu m'as permis d'identifier une couple d'affaires, des petites affaires faciles en plus, là. J'aime ça.
C'est bien apprécié que vous avez ouvert ça dans le coin. Ça fait longtemps que je n'attends un.
Ben oui, c'est ça fait quand même longtemps. C'était COVID, je pense, 2020, qu'ils ont acheté ici.
Ah ouais.
Puis écoute, ça a été bien de la réno. Ça a pris, je pense, 2 ans de réno avant que. Puis au début, ils s'avaient dit, regarde, je vais faire ma shop, on va travailler d'ici, ça va être mon petit coin, tu sais. Mais il habite à Montréal. Fait qu'à un moment donné, pendant le COVID, de venir à Montréal, de Québec à Ottawa, à un moment donné, à Ontario, il ne voulait plus.
Ouais,
C'était compliqué puis tout, fait qu'il a dit, regarde, fait que c'est loué une petite shop à Montréal, il était comme à 5 minutes de chez eux. Fait que là, à un moment donné, ben, c'était juste une shop, on travaillait, tu sais, mettait la machine, une fois qu'elle était finie, puis à un moment donné, le vendredi soir, les chums, ils venaient. Mais non, là, on va ouvrir le vendredi soir tant qu'elle est là.
Ben oui.
À un moment donné, puis le dimanche aussi, pour donner la chance des enfants. Fait que c'est ça, mais Montréal, c'est le vendredi soir, puis le dimanche après-midi, qu'on est ouvert. Ici, le samedi. À part de ça, on est 7 jours sur 7.
Y a-tu beaucoup d'enfants? Ou c'est plutôt des Gen X?
C'est mix and match. Le vendredi, à Montréal, on a pas mal les adultes, tu sais, là. Ça va justement, de 20 à 60 ans. Enough.
So, see, when I'm having a conversation, I ask a lot of questions, and anybody who's spent time talking with me will tell you that. If anything that you're talking about strays off the regular conversation, I'm gonna have questions about that, and I'm gonna have trouble concentrating on the main conversation until I get those answers. So there's no point in going on with your main conversation until I get those answers. And this guy did a really, really great job at satisfying that, I guess, OCD or autism, or I've never been diagnosed officially with anything, but got to be something, right? Because it annoys a lot of people how many questions I ask when we're having conversations. This guy handled it like a champ. Like, he was happy to answer them. Like if he didn't answer them, maybe he would start ticking like Sheldon in The Big Bang Theory. You know what I mean? I think that he and I are like very much alike mentally, as far as that's concerned.
Dimanche, un petit peu. Oh, mais là, non, eux autres viennent juste ici. C'est ça. Puis le dimanche, les gens y amènent leur kid. Puis on loue la place pour des birthday parties.
Ben, c'est ça que j'ai vu, fait que vous louez. Fait que ça soit un samedi absolument que vous louez ou vous
ou n'importe quelle journée dans la semaine. Tant qu'on n'est pas ouvert au public, dans le fond. Le vendredi, on est ouvert de 5 à 10, de 4 à 10 maintenant. Puis le dimanche, de 11 à 4. À part de ça, tu peux louer n'importe quand.
Ça, c'est juste à Montréal ou vous louez n'importe quel?
À Montréal, à Ottawa. Ottawa, il ne le fait pas parce que c'est un coin drop et il est ouvert tout le temps.
OK.
Fait que c'est quelque chose qu'on va faire à Montréal, puis qu'on set up une petite table, puis tout, fait que le monde amène leur cake, puis leurs affaires,
puis c'est quoi le coût pour louer? C'est pour la journée? C'est pour combien d'heures?
C'est 2 heures, 350. Ensuite, c'est 100$ de l'heure.
Oui, pas si pire.
C'est
une limite de personnes?
Il n'y a pas de limite de personnes.
Non? Okay.
Donc, nous autres, on a à peu près 15-20 pinballs là-bas, puis une trentaine de machines d'arcade. C'est beaucoup d'arcade dans le sous-sol, fait que ça, c'est comme... T'arrives à 100 personnes, mais tu vas...
Ouais. Oh, oui.
C'est limité, mais la plupart du monde arrive là, une vingtaine de personnes à peu près, là, avec les kids.
C'est quand même assez dur pour une vingtaine de personnes qui sont intéressées à jouer en même temps.
Pour une fête d'enfants, c'est easy. Les parents, ils trouvent ça facile.
Ouais.
Ils arrivent ici, c'est pas trop grand, puis tu sais, les kids... Ils aiment ça, là,
les jeunes.
Les jeunes, beaucoup l'arcade, ils aiment bien les nouveaux pinballs aussi, tu sais. On a le nouveau Venom qui est comme mon préféré.
Ah, j'ai jamais essayé une nouvelle, vraiment, comme juste les classiques.
Ouais.
Mais ça a l'air assez récent, ça, le Black Hole.
Black Hole, non, c'est... écoute, c'est un gars à sleeve, là.
You know, just looking at the face of my stepfather right there as he turned away and walked away. It's like I didn't see it at the time, but like I could tell, oh my God, he's so ready to go. He's like, stop talking. Let's just go.
86, je veux dire. 86, 88, me semble. Il est marqué, lui? Il n'est pas marqué. Des fois, il est marqué, là, mais. C'est pas dur. En 91 et plus, c'est là que tu vas voir les DMD. Tu sais, quand tu vas avoir un écran dans le fond, là, en LED jaune,
Okay,
là,
ouais.
91 et up sont quasiment toutes de même. Fait que. Ça, c'est dans les.
On va
Les
te
mêmes
laisser
années
aller,
que
d'abord.
ça, c'est 81. Parce que tu vois, c'est le même display, c'est comme le même
Oh, ouais,
style.
c'est-
Là. Ça, c'est 80, je pense. 80-81.
C'est comme mes Chevy. Tous les morceaux sont quasiment interchangeable.
Ben, écoute, il y a beaucoup de choses de la mécanique automobile qui se extrapolent sur le pinball. Tu sais, c'est la même chose. Comme tu dis. C'est comme. Tu fais un job de break sur un char. Là, tu sais. Il y en a pas un qui est pareil, mais en même temps, ils font toutes la même fonction.
Ouais,
C'est des pads qui servent, c'est juste la façon qu'il le fait, comment il est bâti, puis tout. Fait que, tu sais,
Ouais.
les mêmes choses. On est comme, ben, tu sais, un Civic, un Accord, de telle année à telle année, c'est le même caliper, tu sais.
Ouais.
C'est la même chose pour les pinballs, tu sais.
Ah ouais, vraiment cool. Je suis fier d'avoir venu aujourd'hui, man. C'était bien le fun.
Oui.
Puis ouais, c'est pas mal sûr que je vais revenir à l'été puis au printemps, les samedis.
Ouais, les samedis, là, quand il va faire beau, on va essayer de faire peut-être une couple de journées classic car, tu sais. Puis là, on va venir avec tout le vieux
Encore
bolide,
mieux,
là, tu sais,
ouais.
classique, là, parce que tout à droite, là, c'est tout du parking, là, tu sais, là.
Ouais.
Fait qu'on met les classiques en avant, puis tout le monde parque le char sur les côtés. On a fait un flea market 2 fois cet été aussi.
Je pense que
Hum?
comme ils font durant l'été.
Oui. Donc,
Bon ben, t'es-tu prête?
Hein?
T'es-tu prête?
Oh oui. Gardez
Ah ouais.
pas mal.
Alright, ben bonne journée. On va se revoir.
écoute, passez une belle fin de journée. Merci beaucoup d'être passé.
Une dernière question. Y a-tu une de vos arcades qui a le Spy Hunter?
Oh my god, j'en ai réhabilité un, ça fait peut-être 3 mois de ça. C'était un gars, un ancien Marine ici, d'Ottawa. Il y avait un Spy Hunter. Moi, j'avais jamais vu ça. Je connaissais le jeu d'arcade, mais pas le pinball. Puis écoute, ils valent pas cher, ça le pire. Ils sont durs à trouver. Ils valent pas si cher que ça. Mais il est le fun, genre avec le. À droite, t'as comme plein de pitons, là, tu vas pogner tes armes, whatever. Là. Écoute, j'ai joué 3 games, là. J'ai passé 40 heures à le travailler, là, mais j'ai joué 3 games en bout de ligne. Là. Il est parti vite. Là. Il était le fun, pareil.
Oui.
Spécial. Again, je savais pas qu'il avait fait un Super Hunter Pinball.
Ah, comme tu dis, ils sont rares. Ça a dû être. Il doit n'avoir pas fait gros de ça.
Non, c'est ça, je pense que c'est comme 84, 86, là, quelque chose dans le genre. Puis, je sais pas s'il en a fait beaucoup, mais.
Ah ben, alright. Ben, bonne journée. Alright, so I'm going to start out with this 8-ball deluxe.
All right, well, that's the first video, guys, and in the second and maybe third, probably only gonna make one more video about my time spent at this arcade. The first time I spent at this arcade, of me playing the games, playing various games, going around, trying different things. You know what I mean? It was this one game that was super cool. It was like myself against my stepfather. It was like a dual pinball, kind of like a flat thing, and it was up to 4 balls in play at the same time, and you had to, like, my goal anyways, I don't know if that's what the goal of the game is, but my goal was to send as many balls as I could over to his side to overwhelm him. Maybe it's better to have the balls all on my side, so I can, like, get as many targets as I can and get as many points as I can. I don't know, but I was having fun just overwhelming him. That was cool to me. Anyways, thanks for watching, and come on and check out the next video as well once I put it up. Thanks.